I've never been in a relationship at all. I've never had a boyfriend, never.
Why are there so many single women out here that are struggling to find a man?
I'm so desperate. I can't find any guy that will ever want to be with me or hug me or cuddle me or smell me. There's just nobody out there.
Never had a boyfriend, never dated, but somehow it's men's fault there's nobody out there. Classic. These women ignore the mirror, high standards, zero effort to approach or show interest first, yet expect men to chase endlessly. Men see the pattern, complain about loneliness while filtering out 90% of guys online and staying silent in real life. Result, record numbers of young men opting out entirely. Not incels, just done investing in a game rigged against them. If even basic affection feels impossible, maybe start by asking why so many good men walked away.
Have you ever made a woman pay for herself on a date? You seem like the type that would do 50-50.
Interesting.
Yes or no?
No. I feel I'm the provider of the family.
You're the provider,
Yeah, I feel
so you have
that's,
money.
is that what you're here for?
No, I'm here for love.
Or,
But I can never love a broke man. So everybody put your head down if you don't have money.
If more than half the guys raise their hands, the men may vote to replace the girl. I'll leave it on you guys. They all wanted to swap.
And that's what happens when you get rejected.
I can never love a broke man. Said right after claiming she's here for love. The contradiction hits hard. Love is conditional on bank balance, but men are shamed for wanting 50-50 or even basic respect. She probes if he's a provider, then admits she won't settle without one, while low-key threatening to replace the girls if guys don't measure up. This is why men are walking away in 2026. Endless provider tests, zero reciprocity, and when rejected, it's framed as men's failure. Newsflash, men aren't hiding because they're broke or scared. They're choosing peace over being an ATM with feelings. If love means fund my lifestyle, don't act shocked when men vote themselves out of the equation.
There's no way that I'm gonna date a man that makes under 200K a year. That don't even make no sense. I'm not trying to struggle. I can struggle by myself, okay? Why would I want to struggle with a man? So if you're not making 200K, you can't date me. You trying to date me? I only date millionaires, baby. You better get it right.
$200,000 minimum or no date. In 2026, median male income is around $60,000 to $70,000 full-time. Top 5% for men barely cracks $250,000. She's filtering out 95% plus of men by income alone, then wonders why she's single or struggling. This isn't not struggling, it's entitlement disguised as standards. Men aren't broke, they're just not her personal ATM. No wonder guys walk away. Why chase someone who sees you as a paycheck instead of a partner? Millionaires only? Good luck, that pool is even smaller. And they're usually smart enough to spot the red flags.
If a man is complaining about having to spend money on you, then he doesn't like you. It's that simple.
I feel like this is common sense, but never ever loan a man money. I don't care what it's for. I don't care if your man is struggling so much and it's going to be the end of the world and he really needs money off you. I don't care what he says to convince you to give him money. Just remember, he is using you. He's seeing how far he can push you. Because if a man really respects you and he really loves you, he'll never ask you for money. He won't ask you for money. He'll figure it out himself. He'll go to his friends. He'll have other people in his life. If he really needs it, he'll have other people he can go to, or he will just figure it out himself. He is literally just testing to see how much he can take from you. He hasn't taken enough from you already.
If he asks for money, he doesn't love you. He's using you. But earlier clips demand men provide endlessly without complaint. Hypocrisy level, expert. She forbids lending to men, even in crisis, calls it a test/red flag, yet expects men to fund her lifestyle without question. Real respect goes both ways. Men aren't ATMs and women aren't entitled to zero reciprocity. If a man never asks for help but always gives, that's provider energy. If she never gives back, even emotionally, that's user energy. Men are done being tested. They're figuring it out solo. peace over performance.
If a man is complaining about having to spend money on you, then he doesn't like you. It's really that simple. Men don't mind spending money on women that they actually care about. They actually want to. They like to. So if he's making a whole thing, stressing, keeping score, acting like you're a bill, girl, he's not your man. He's just a hater with a crush.
Girl, as soon as he starts making comments like, oh, you bougie, huh? Or even just like really subtle comments about like the price of things, especially the price of anything that you need for your maintenance, like your nails. If he's shocked by the cost of like your hair, of like your upkeep, your makeup, just leave. Run!
Men who care spend without complaint. Translation: infinite spending equals proof of love. Any pushback equals he hates you. She's framing basic financial awareness as hating or keeping score, while ignoring that modern dating costs men thousands up front with zero guaranteed return. Nails, hair, makeup, fine, but why is his wallet the default fund? If she cared, she'd offer to split or contribute sometimes. Shocked by costs? That's reality for most men earning median wages. Not hate, just math. Run, men already are, running toward women who see partnership, not sponsorship. In 2026, the provider or nothing script is why so many stay single.
Why is he spending and complains about it? Ask him, say, well, I didn't know you were in financial trouble. If you can't afford me, you need to let me know. You can't afford today, you need to let me know. Shoot, I don't want to be dipping into your rent fund, sir. Embarrass him. Then he'll be like, oh, no, that's not the point. I have the money. Okay, well, then why are you complaining? It's just a habit. That's a broke-minded habit. You know that, right?
I've been asking for money. He always say he doesn't have money. Please, what should I do? Is he your husband? That's one thing I should know. If he's not your husband and he's just a boyfriend, this is what you're going to do. You're going to get you another man to give you what you want. Why are you killing yourself? I said you are the prize. Stop asking him for money. He refused to give you. If you ask once, twice, he refused. Don't ask him for money anymore. Go ask another man for money. That means what? You keep your options open. Mr. View, what you do is when you're dating a man, you close the door, you shut the whole doors. Before you go into a committed relationship with a man that you are calling your man, or as the case may be, make sure that he has ticked all the boxes. Make sure that man is providing for you 100%. What did I say? 100.
If you can't afford me, let me know. Then proceeds to coach women to embarrass guys, call complaints, broke-minded, and straight up branch to other men for money if boyfriend won't provide 100%. This is peak sponsor hunting disguised as empowerment. She's not building a relationship. She's running a vetting process for free lifestyle upgrades. You are the prize, only if the prize is endless demands with zero reciprocity. Men aren't obligated to fund options open dating. In 2026, with median male earnings approximately $69,000, demanding 100% provision while keeping backups is why men ghost or go mgtow. Advice to women: if he won't bankroll you fully, pre-commitment, maybe reflect on why you're treating dating like a job interview for an ATM.
I'm telling you what I know, girls. Broke men are mean, okay? They are mean because they are not happy with themselves. And a man's ability to provide is essential to his confidence, to his self-esteem. Just like the way a woman looks is very much associated with how she feels about herself and affects her confidence and her self-esteem.
Dating a broke man is anything but peaceful. If a man feels like he's not where he wants to be in life, or he feels inferior to his peers or his partner, he is always stressed and irritated and mean. He might even try to belittle you because he wants to bring you down to his level. A broke man is unreliable, he's unhappy, and you'll find yourself always trying to lift his spirits and overcompensating to show how much you support him. It's draining. It's emotionally draining. A broke man is hard to respect because he doesn't respect himself.
Broke men are mean, unreliable, draining, hard to respect. Frames financial struggle as inherent character flaw while equating it to women's looks as self-esteem core. Convenient, women's appearance standards are natural, but men's provider role failing makes them toxic by default. Reality check. Most men aren't broke. They're median earners in a high-cost world, approximately $69,000 median for full-time guys. Stress comes from endless provider tests, not just income. If dating broke, read average men, is so draining, why chase them at all? Because the truly high earners are rare, approximately top 3 to 5%, hit 6 figures comfortably, and they spot users fast. Men respect themselves by walking away from women who see them as emotional/financial burdens. Peaceful? Try dating someone who values partnership over payroll.
Life is too short to spend with a broke man, okay? You're gonna spend half your life, well, most of your life struggling, not even half, but most of your life struggling, and your only freedom is death. So life is too short to be with a broke man, period. If you're gonna be broke, be by yourself. At least you can date around.
I would never date a broke man. That is so fucking pathetic as a man to be broke. That is your one job, to provide and protect. And you're gonna let me pay for anything around you? No, I would not even be friends with a guy who makes me pay for stuff. You're a man, bro. And you're gonna watch a girl buy a coffee in front of you? You don't have $7? Like, no. Also, a broke man would never want to date me.
Life is too short to be with a broke man. Your one job is to provide, or you're pathetic. Calls men who can't fund everything fucking pathetic. Won't even be friends if he lets her pay for coffee. But median full-time guy earns approximately $69,000 in 2026 reality. Most aren't broke, just not millionaires. She frames average as failure, while her freedom means endless struggling alone or chasing rare high earners. Double standard. She demands zero contribution from herself, zero tolerance for his limits, yet men are shamed for walking away from users. Broke man would never want to date me, probably because they spot the attitude a mile away. Men aren't pathetic for having boundaries. They're smart for choosing peace over perpetual provider tests. In 2026, more guys are single by choice, not failure.
Want to stop attracting broke and dusty men, you have to act super feminine. You have to sound super feminine. Now, this is not my super feminine voice, believe it or not. This is my regular voice. When you don't want to attract dust, you need to sound very feminine. You need to talk slowly, like you're smiling. It sounds like you're smiling. You need to speak in a soft, feminine tone. You need to speak slow.
To stop attracting broke and dusty men, act super feminine. Soft voice, slow talk, smiley tone. She straight up admits her everyday voice repels high-value guys, so the fix is to fake a whole new persona. Slower speech, constant smile vibes, ultra-soft tone. This is performative femininity at its peak. Literally, coaching women to cosplay as someone else just to filter for bigger wallets. Not about building real attraction through character, shared values, or mutual effort. It's vocal engineering to land a sponsor upgrade. But let's break down dusty and broke. In 2026, reality, BLS data shows median weekly earnings for full-time men at $1,326, annualizing to roughly $69,000. That's the middle guy, not broke, just average in a high-cost economy. Top 10% individual earners start around $155,000 to $180,000. Top 5%, closer to $250,000, and only a tiny sliver, maybe 3 to 4%, crack $200,000 plus personally. Household incomes over $200,000? About 13 to 14% nationally, often dual-earner couples in expensive areas, not single providers funding everything. So if dusty means the vast majority of men, the 90% plus, who aren't six-figure unicorns, why the elaborate act to trick your way past them? Real, high-value men, the rare ones who actually clear those thresholds, aren't fooled by a dialed-up voice filter. They spot the performance quick, calculated softness, masking demands for provision without reciprocity. They want genuine connection, emotional safety, and partnership, not a scripted damsel routine designed to extract resources. The advice completely backfires on itself. Men aren't dusty simply for earning median wages. They're dodging women who view them as temporary stepping stones or upgrades to escape their own regular selves. If your authentic voice repels ambition, maybe the issue isn't the men, it's the expectation that femininity equals manipulation for financial gain. True femininity, it's confidence in who you are, respect for a partner's efforts, financial or otherwise, and building something real together, not vocal cosplay to audition for a lifestyle sponsor. Guys aren't falling for the script anymore. In 2026's dating recession, more men are opting out entirely. No more endless provider auditions. No more pretending to fund endless maintenance. They're choosing peace over performance, solitude over simulation. Bottom line, if changing your voice is the key to high value, you're not attracting quality. You're auditioning for a transaction. And the smartest men, they're already walking away from the stage.